It is 9:22. You're listening to Classical Mornings on the New Classical FM. I'm Audie Braun.
And I'm Jean Stilwell. And Franz Lehar's most popular operetta, The Merry Widow, makes a highly anticipated return to the Toronto Operetta Theatre stage as the entertainment highlight of the holiday season. Toronto Operetta Theatre's new production opens on December 29th, with further performances on the 30th, 31st, and January 2nd, all at the St. Lawrence Centre for the Arts. And with us to talk about it is Soprano Jonelle Sills, who was last seen in Toronto on the stage of the Four Seasons Centre as Mimi in the Canadian Opera Company's production of La Bohème. Good morning, Jonelle.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure, and congratulations on being recently named Opera Canada's Artist of the Week.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
How does that feel?
It feels very exciting. I grew up as a student looking at Opera Canada and seeing all the artists, and it's such an honor. So I feel really, really happy.
Well, good for you, and congratulations. So you are playing the leading role, the Merry Widow, Anna Glawari. So tell me who she is. What does your Merry Widow look like?
Yeah, so my Anna is very fresh, fun, and witty, and she takes the circumstances that she's been given and does the best with it. So it's very fun to be this Merry Widow, and I love discovering more of who she is every day in rehearsal, and it's such a great room. So it's been a lot of fun, and I think the audience will have a great time also.
And how has it been working with Guillermo Silvamarin?
Oh, it's been a lot of fun. So a couple of years, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I did his summer program, Salt. So it feels very much a full circle moment to be coming back to sing with the Toronto Operetta Theatre as Anna Glawari. And it's cool because he's almost the same person. He's very consistent in his character.
Yes,
so it's cool to see him in a different light as I've learned so much since I did Salt. I think that was one of my very first roles as Micaela. And so it's great to be back and to be working with him in this capacity with such a great character.
Mm-hmm. Now, I remember, of course, working with you at the Glen Gould School, that operetta is not entirely new to you because you sang some Rosalinda in the Fledermaus, right?
This is true. Yeah, this is very, very true.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun also at GGS, yes.
Yes. How would you say that operetta differs from opera? Because it's quite a different kettle of fish.
That's very true. Rosalinda is very different from Anna and also has its similarities. I think the air of operetta is the same fragrance, but with different tones. And I feel Anna's a little bit more fresh and young. She hasn't been jaded as much as Rosalinda, I think. So I think each character gives you something new to sink into. And also the different roots of operetta, you can hear it in the music, and you're able to kind of lean into that, and that really guides your character. But yeah, that was my first time doing operetta, and Stephanie Bogle, who was my voice teacher at the time, had so much experience with that, so she was an amazing mentor, and I still think of her as I sing on. I think about gliding and grace and beauty, so yeah, I'm looking forward to revisiting operetta.
Great.
Now, a little sideline here. I think that you have had a relationship with Audie Braun and studying German.
Yes, I have. It's so nice to hear her voice and her name. She was our German voice diction coach while I was at GGS, and it was so much fun to be in our classroom.
You sang a lot of Strauss so beautifully. I remember that so vividly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What would be a role that a future role that you would like to do? What's your passion?
Oh my gosh, I would say honestly, singing is my ultimate passion, and every role that I'm discovering is really my dream at the moment.
Okay.
Opera is such a deep well of goodness.
Oh yeah.
And I feel that I'm still learning about all the different roles that I want to learn, but I feel like a lot of Italian music, and in the future maybe some bigger roles, or just having the flexibility to dip into different types of music. And also there's a lot of new beautiful music that is being composed.
Yes.
So I'm so open to learning whatever is placed in front of me, and really that is the dream ultimately, is just to continue to sing and to continue to improve and do it with whatever role and character that is in front of me.
Now, without giving away too much, and we know that opera, but in particular operetta, is full of goofiness and intrigue and romance, are there any sort of special unexpected things that are going to be part of this production?
I would say with the characters, each of us have made our own choices with how we want to bring our characters to life.
Cool.
And there's the different, gags and very funny moments. And we have such a vibrant cast who has a lot of wit. So I feel that the audience will find different ways that you hear a lot of funny things that are very topical or things that are topical from the past and the present. So I feel like it's really open to all ages and all audiences, that they will be able to relate to the stories. And like any opera or operetta, we can always see ourselves in the characters.
Yeah.
And the thing about Bill, that's Guillermo, is that he really does honor you, no matter your age of the singer. He lets you develop the role as you would want. He'll give you slight directions, but really he does respect the singer, that they can develop their own character, and that must be very helpful.
Oh, yes, it's very, very helpful. And it allows you to have the freedom to play. One time we were doing something and trying to figure out like a dance, and I did something. He was like, well, I'll let the actor have the freedom. And I jokingly said, please don't. Don't let me have the freedom, especially with dance moves. But yes, it's a very collaborative space, and it's been a great place to discover a new role in.
Okay. Now, of course, the big aria that Hannah sings is the Villa song, right?
Yes.
And you guys are doing it in English or in German?
We're doing it in English.
Okay. And the dialogue, of course, also in English, right?
Yes, also in English, yeah.
Well, I can just imagine your gorgeous, lush voice in that
Oh,
aria.
thank you.
Woo-hoo, that's nice, Audie. Can you just, I know this is sometimes a difficult and awkward question to answer,
Sure.
but over the years I've been asked it so many times. How would you describe your voice so people understand what to expect?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, it's my first time ever being asked that. I would describe my voice as somewhat of who I am. I guess it's very much a representation of who I am. Sure. It's warm, it's fun, and especially operetta, it allows it to be sometimes light and sparky, which sometimes, like, the characters who I sing are not always kind of light and sparky and fresh. So I would say I have a lot of warmth in my voice, and operetta brings out a lot of playfulness in my voice that maybe other roles don't always get to have the opportunity to shine in. So that's what I would describe my voice. It is very warm and inviting.
Oh, nice.
That alone would make me want to come.
Yes,
warm and inviting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, it's been a treat to speak with you. We have been speaking with rising star Jonelle Sills, a rising star on the Canadian operatic stage.
You bet.
Jonelle will be singing the title role of Franz Lehar's operetta, The Merry Widow, Die lustige Witwe, with the Toronto Operetta Theatre at the Jane Mallett Theatre. You can catch her and a shining cast of vocalists in 4 performances, December 29th, 30th, 31st, and January 2nd. For tickets, go to ticketmaster.ca or call 416-366-7723.
Thank you very much, Jonelle, and have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.